Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Charles with the Wednesday edition of Charles Snyder Raw, which is unscripted, unedited, etc., etc., etc. You know the drill. We're 130 some videos into this, so you know I pretty much just turn on the camera and start talking. I don't really plan this out. First, a couple things, real quick. I'm still behind the eight ball as far as the 1 minute marketing video goes. I haven't been able to get any work done on that. Yesterday, with the conference calls and everything, it went much longer than what I was anticipating. And I got the video from yesterday published this morning. So I'm behind as far as that goes. So I got to get caught up with that. And then, as I mentioned, all these videos now I'm doing complete articles for because we have over 200 videos that we published just on the website alone, and a little less than half of them actually have full articles which can be indexed by the search engines. So we changed gears with that, where we're, every time we're putting out a video now, we're also putting out a full article so that we get the best possible search engine love out of it. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? So if I'm going to take all this time to create these videos and answer questions and stuff, might as well be able to find them on a search engine so we can pick up some traffic as the months go along, which is, as I've stated before, anytime you start a new website or you change your domain name, such as we have with the business name change and website URL change or domain name, it takes 6 months to a year to really recover from that. And we're still in the process of recovering because our traffic prior to this was in the neighborhood of about 2,500 visitors per month. And we've taken a huge nosedive where we're only doing about 100 or so visitors a month. So it's still kind of up and down. And in order for us to get that traffic back, we of course now have to focus on some good SEO techniques, which is number one, blogging on a regular basis, creating content that, number one, people like to read or they're searching for answers, and number two, that search engines can actually index. So in order to do that, we got to write full articles. Anyway, today's question, I'm going to take a question from the audience. It actually comes from a fellow named Charles. Hey, I like that name, by the way. That's a good name. Because my name is Charles. But anyway, Charles wants to know, how can I get a website backlink for designblaz.com? Well, I've discussed a lot of different ways over the years, or over the past couple of years, and especially over the past couple hundred videos, of how you can get backlinks. I'll give you the short version. The short version is, number one, create content that people want to consume, answering questions like I'm doing here for you, and letting those people know. And if you do a good job of it, sometimes people will create backlinks to your website, to your blog, to the answer or the solutions that you're giving to their problems, or they'll share them with other folks. That's how you get backlinks. Other ways of getting backlinks is guest blogging, which you mentioned on your website. Yes, I checked it out already. Doing some guest blogging on other websites, which of course link back to yours and your profile. Contacting industry publications or websites with related content that would be, propose your content to them. Give them an idea of, hey, I'm going to create some content based on XYZ topic. Would you be interested in publishing it? That's another possibility. And it all boils down to what Google basically states as far as creating organic links and organic traffic. It's about building relationships with related services and businesses or customers or potential customers within your audience, and developing those relationships. That's what it's really all about. So anyway, let me take a look. Let's take a look at your website here. Just a couple things that I noticed real quick. I'm going to refresh the page just so that it comes up. And there we go. I would kind of recommend against doing this as soon as your page loads, getting pop-ups. I noticed that, when I first went on the website, there was actually 2 pop-ups there. So I would recommend getting rid of that. Number one, because it's kind of like a bar. As soon as you go onto the website, you're seeing a pop-up. A lot of people have pop-up blockers, and this could be a turnoff for some people having that right away. So that could be a block also to you getting backlinks to your website. And you have some, content here. I started looking at your blog, and you have some nice concepts and stuff on here, but you're kind of all over the place as well. You're talking about architecture, you're talking about online business, you're talking about life coaching, finance, health, and fitness. I understand that, just from looking at what you have here, that these are all interests that you have, or they're all part of your life experience of where you can offer some expertise or insight. But when people come, if they're confused people don't buy. Confused people don't give you backlinks. Confused people don't stay on your website for very long. And they usually don't come back. So what I would recommend is focusing your website on one particular subject. And that subject could be, as you state in your, kind of like your introduction or profile, it's helping people. Okay, focus on that. And you'll make it a lot easier to get those backlinks as you go along. Or, you're an an architect by trade from just briefly breezing through your website, talk about architecture. Or if you want to talk about being an entrepreneur, focus your content on as it applies to being an online entrepreneur. All I'm saying is pick a niche and try and narrow it down. And the more specific that you get with it, the much more likely it is that you will get visitors, you'll get more followers, and you'll get more backlinks because you're talking about something very specific as opposed to a very broad or multifaceted website such as you have. And believe me, it's a lot easier said than done. I kind of run into the same problem myself. But one thing I've recommended to a lot of different business owners already is, especially in the last 2 years, is develop a customer avatar or a personal profile of what your ideal customer looks like. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So using that same concept is pick something. If you want to talk to online entrepreneurs, create a profile over what those entrepreneurs look like. Design the person that you want to work with, your ideal customer, and focus on that. Focus your website on that, focus all your content on that, and then the rest will follow. So I'm going to leave you with that. Good luck. I hope that answers your question. I know I didn't give you any easy answers there. Yes, there's a lot of work and everything, but it's a lot easier to do the backlinks and getting those followers and audience and more customers when you niche down more. So I'll leave you with that. Hope that helps. Good luck. If you have any comments or thoughts, please let me know in the comments below. And be sure to share this with your friends. That does it for me. I'm out of here. I'm going to try and work on getting this posted and the 1-minute marketing video done so that we're back on schedule for the week. So that does it for me. Hope you're having a good week so far. Good luck. Love, peace, and chicken grease.